Hey everyone. Oh, there you are. Are we live? I'm not sure if we're live right now. I'm going to assume we are live, but I don't see anything on the screen, so. But it says it's starting. Oh, okay, I see. Well, technically we're live. I guess we're live. There's good stream health. So, let me just doodle around. Oh, there we are. Now we're live. Well, we've got some time, so let's just play a little bit. That is a cool version of Yasaburushi. Let's see, let me move this screen around. Okay, so we're there. Excuse me. Generally, Yasaburushi has a different melody, but somewhere I heard this on some recording, though I don't remember who played it, though if anyone's interested I can find the artist and let you know. Oh, sorry about that. So this is the more standard version. Now I got still stuck on the first one. If you notice anything wrong with the stream, please let me know. Mr. YouTube is telling me, or Mrs. is telling me that the stream health is bad because of video settings, not because of the signal. So, who knows? I don't get it. Okay. When someone's ready to learn a technique, let me know and I'll get things started. I'll just play a little more to warm up. If anyone else wants to play too, welcome to do so. Oh, there you are. Good to see you. Ready to start some drilly things? Excellent. Jazz! Yay, glad you're both here. It's feeling lonely. Got your beverage? All ready to have some fun? And more importantly, yay, good. Cheers. Better nurse this, there's not much left. So, let me introduce you to things I've been working on today, and let me know which one you'd prefer to learn. One tackles, you could say tremolo-ish things, and then adding in coordination with the fingers. So. Ending with something like that. Of course I did it faster speed, but I'd break it down slower and see what we can add in. That's that. And then this one is more applicable to the modern tsugaru, sort of, pentatonic, minor pentatonic. And on and on. Which of those sounds more appealing to you guys? Or anyone else watching, for that matter? first. Okay. All right, let's do the first. So, Chris, the tremolo stuff is cool, but I'd vote the Tsugaru stuff with the cool chordy stuff. All right. For now, it's 2 against 1, Chris and Jess. But maybe we can do both, because we've got plenty of time. So we'll start with the first one, and then we'll get into the cool chordy stuff. If we have time this time, or next week, we'll definitely get to it. So, okay. One thing to know, even though shamisen, especially tsugaru shamisen and such, has a bunch of fancy techniques and all, it's all based upon just a few motions, basically. For example, tremolo. Tremolo is just down, up, at a regular speed, multiple times faster. And of course, that sounds like making a simple thing, that sounds like making a difficult thing seem simpler, which is kind of a dick move. But I'm fully keeping in mind that being able to be comfortable and doing a fast motion like that does take time, and of course can be frustrating at first. But just to know that, getting to the basics, it's all kind of the same. Does that make sense? Yes. So, we're going to start Sanoito, just down, up, and follow with me. We're in the key of C, by the way. Now we'll double time this. Let me know if you're having a problem with the double time. As you're doing this, play around. Like, look at your bachi and play around with the angle and where your thumb is, because you can get some nice clicky sounds, or get some different effects going depending on where you have the positions. Maybe try pulling up with your finger, with your index finger, to get more percussion. As always, let me know if you have any questions. Okay, if that's feeling good right now, let's add in our finger on position 10. When the bachi goes down, we will press position 10. And then when the bachi goes up, we'll let go, so that the upstroke will sound the open string. Let's speed that up. So be very relaxed about this. Now, let's alternate. Every time we strike down, we'll do position 10 and then position 12. Every time we strike down. The upstroke will always be the open string. So. If you want to, with your pinky, alternate 10, 12, 10, 13, 12, 10, 12, 13, 12, 10, 12, 13, 12, 10, 12, 13. Or just yes. Another song came to my head, but that's good. So that's going to open a whole bunch of avenues for us. Getting comfortable with pressing the string just for one note and letting go the upstroke and back and forth. Yeah. So now let's do the opposite. Let's play the open string when we strike down, and then, yeah, let's do the opposite. The upstroke will press down. So we'll just do 10. A quick question for you guys. YouTube, especially Calvin, or anyone who knows, YouTube is telling me, please use a keyframe sequence for 4 seconds or less. Current keyframes are not being sent often enough, which will cause buffering. The current keyframe frequency is 8.3 seconds. So it's giving me a bad, like the red circle, but I don't know if it's any problems for you. So if you're noticing like it buffering a lot, please let me know and I'll take it more seriously. Okay. Down. Upstroke. Now, let's alternate between 10 and 12. My phone is actually out of sync with jazz. Oh, I see. Okay. Interesting. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Good that, Chris, you're not having any problems. That's good. But I'll try to find out how to change the video settings and such. Yeah. Okay. So that's. Let me know how you're doing about this. If I should kick it up a notch or speed it on, which I can do, of course. Now we're going to do a big part of this is freeing up the pinky to have this able to extend. So we'll switch between the two. And okay, I didn't explain. We're going to do, when I say and, we're going to switch from to. We'll do this slowly. And. 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 Ah. And. And. There we go. And. 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 Okay, so that's that. And as much as you can later on, get relaxed and speed that up if you can. Whew. It's a challenge, but there's no like goal. Wherever you're finding the challenge, that's where you want to be. Okay. Now let's elaborate on this a bit. Jazz. Just moved my iPad and I have a bit of buffering. Interesting. Like Wi-Fi related issues? Okay, next step. So, hopefully we're comfortable, maybe a bit more, with moving our fingers while moving the bachi in different ways. So, we're going to combine that with more arm movement. We're going to go 10, 12, 10, 0, 12, 0, that sort of way. 9, 10, 6, 9, 4, 6, 3, 4, 2, 3. 9, and 10, and 10, 12, 9, 8, 10, 12, 9, 10, 6, 9, 4, 6, 2, 4, 2, 3, and 10, 12, 8, 8, oh wait, 10, 12, 9, 10, 6, 9, 4, 6, 3, 4, 2, 3, 10, 9. You know what I'm getting at? I have a hard time with it. Okay, and 13, 12, 10, 13, 9, 10, 6, 9, 4, 6, 3, 4, 2, 3, 10, 13, 9, 10, 6, 9, 4, 6, 3, 4, 2, 3, 6. Okay, without saying numbers. Let's speed that up. Okay, good. So, how to make that easier? That's an excellent question. So there's a few tricks, I would say. First of which, what'll make that sound better is just practice, just doing it. Because an important thing for pulling that off is clarity, hitting the note right on, which I missed, of course, a bit too. Isn't quite as satisfying, but it could be, depending on what you're into. So, whether you have numbers or just a few or whatever, put great effort or awareness or whatever in what you're pressing to have that right on the money. often I get lazy too, and I'll get out of that habit, and as I get more and more off pitch, then I'll suddenly realize, oop, got to get back onto it, and then take it seriously, and then fall off again. But yes. Next, to do these sort of things, think of rocking back and forth. Maybe not moving the elbow, but see how this goes. This rocks. That makes it easy. Not thinking of it as planting this finger, planting this finger, planting this finger, planting this finger, like this, where it's each one is top down, but rather rock, 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 rock. So when you slide, in a way, this is good to know. When you're sliding down, as you slide down, your finger is going to lower down onto the sole. So by the time it reaches position 9, it's already there. It's already struck. It's already landed. So it's in place for when you Yeah, there we go. It's a matter of timing, I guess. Timing your movement down as you play. Just kind of, they say when you're breathing, when you're singing, you time your breath, for the phrase and such. So by the time you finish the phrase, you're out of breath, or you're ready to inhale again, or such and such, if you know what I mean. You're timing your movement. So you're not there too early, which maybe it's extra, trying to be there too quickly puts extra focus and thought into being there in time. And putting the extra thought is something we want to avoid, because that'll slow us, that'll screw us up in other elements. Being fluid as possible is, of course, in music and art and anything in life, being fluid as possible is the ultimate goal. And one part of being fluid, just like martial arts, is committing, being ready, like at the moment, not, let's see. Oh, well, here's an example. Let's just say, would it be maybe I'm elaborating on something that doesn't need to be elaborated on. But it's, of course, this is all stuff that I would edit out if this was the schoolhouse video. But it's thinking of the meaning behind it is not controlling the situation, or being there in time. I don't know. Maybe it's like, don't think, just feel the rhythm. Let's see. Question: when you do tremolo faster. Okay, just a moment. I think I got this. When you're feeling, just feel the rhythm, and don't worry about being there in time. Just let your finger move, and eventually it'll all line up. Don't think. Practice, so that your finger will know when to go, when it needs to go. That's all I need to say. Just lost a few minutes of my life. Our lives. A question: when you do tremolo faster, do you find your technique changing? No, and it shouldn't, actually. Similarly, like upstroke and downstroke, that should look the same. When we're going down, it's this. When we're going up, it's this. Same. So ideally, as a matter of fact, when I do try to change it, if I do change it, then it does get screwed up a little bit, I think. I think as I speed up, I tend to slide in this sort of way, which I think we should avoid. But then again, it's all different for different people. If you find it does work better for you to move around, that's fine. And even though I say try to keep it consistent or not to change as you speed up, you know, I'm sure we all do eventually, even in subtle ways. I'm just curious because it doesn't look like there's any of that whipping motion during the tremolo. Whipping motion. Oh, Chris! Chris Took, that's you. Okay, now I get it. You mean about the bachi raising up and then whipping down. That sort of way. Yes, exactly. Okay, then let me rethink that. No, yeah, it's not, because the reason why we do this whipping motion, and this can be the subject of a live video, of course, this concept of as we raise up, we get until it's parallel, we move until it's parallel, and then just like, just like the whip kind of motion. Raise, boom. That's to get a clean snapping, I believe. A clean, solid snap with a little force, I believe. So that's more in regards to striking to the skin. With bachi, we're not doing that as much. We do strike the skin. Yes, we do strike the skin, but that's not the emphasis. Yeah, so the technique does change, I do believe. Hey, you guys have all met. Jazz, I do believe. Chris came to the first day of Shaman Camp, California. That's cool. I like it when we all know each other. Let's switch to Do Cam and see if this makes any difference. Or if this does any enlightening. So here's switching between tataki bachi. Oy, okay. Do you notice any changes? I think that does change. My tendency is to tighten my wrist to make it tighter. Yes, Jazz. Question. But eventually, I notice I get tighter and tighter and tighter until both the technique kind of loses itself and it starts to hurt. So that's something I try to avoid. Yes, I'm getting tighter here instead of rocking from the arm, which is what I should do. Not at all. The angle stays the same. Oops, easy. Sorry about that. Let me see. So here's this angle. I think what changes the tone, the thing that changes the tone would be the thumb, I believe. The thumb touching the string as well as the bachi. The tick sound. Yeah. Experiment. Just experiment and try moving the thumb up and down. And, change the angle. Yes, experiment between changing the bachi angle this way, and, of course, the thumb. And even then, the angle of the thumb on the bachi. Eventually, you'll get that sort of sound, which is pretty cool. Ideally, you should be able to make it you should be able to make it that quiet with full force. Not that you use a lot of force, but you don't lighten up. You don't get, even though the sound is softer, you don't use less force. So let me move to Ushiro bachi back here without raising the force at all. So it's both then. This is another thing about tremolo, how all these techniques and things have a simpler, the fundamentals are very simple in a way. Like getting these tones. This loud to very quiet. It's not, using more pressure here and then less pressure here, because that's another thing we have to think about, especially when people are playing fast, fast, fast. The fewer different things going on, the better it allows us to play relaxed and clean. So if we can get these different tones just by this little slide of the thumb, this little change of the thumb, that's better, I think. Let's see, a little example. What am I thinking of? That's an example, I think. Of course, that can, if you do want to soften for a different reason, like there, if you are playing hard and you're playing a lot, the wrist can get a little tired. So using that as an opportunity to kind of soften and relax, that's another good thing. I remember Kevin saying, I heard this from Adrian though, that he says, especially for tsungaru, like jonkara and those kind of things, you look for opportunities to give your wrist a break. Like if you're doing, thanks, Mr. P. When you're doing, like a 5-minute piece, you gotta give your wrist a break, gotta relax the thing a little bit. I had nothing more to say than that. Okay. Hey, let's go back to what we were working on. Okay, so we're going to do what we did before and switch between on the downbeat, I guess, or on the upbeat. Down, 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 up, 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 and then down, 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 up, 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 up. Let me think. Okay, we could give a note of, or an extra beat or two of pause to get back up here. There we go. So we'll do da-da on the open. Da-da. Here we go. Da-da. the idea? I'll do it again on do-can. That's the idea. Tough, but with practice, it'll sound awesome, yeah. This is, I mean, for me too, this is really challenging at a higher speed to not, you know, get mushy or combine, to have the space in between, to keep it clean. Hey. Whee. Good times. Okay, now let's get into the little melody I was wanting to show you guys. There we go. This is something we can learn in 15 minutes, I think. So, we're not going to alternate between 0 and the note. We're just going to use the tremolo and play a different note for each beat, for each note. Yeah, okay. 10, 13, 12, 10. 10, 13, 12, 10. 10, 13, 12, 10, 9, 10. 10, 13, 12, 10, 9, 10. You can use your middle finger, which is pretty easy. Ten nino ito 10. Or you could use your ring finger if you want, whichever is easier for you. Because after that, we're going to go down to 9. 9, squee, 10. 10, 9, 10. I would say middle finger. It's a fun finger. And use that for middle, index, middle. 10, 9, 10. Because right after there, we're going to go to 9 again on the sanrito. Like that. Nine, 10. 10, 13, 12, 10, 9, 10, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10. That's the conclusion of that half. 9, 10, 12, 13. Yep. Hey. And that 9 and 10 will be it'll be oshi bachi, suberi bachi from 10 to 9, like that. So just pressing down. And then 10 will also be downstroke. Squeak. And try to keep that all clarity. Second half. First half. Second half. Just like before. Now, with your pinky, reach up there to 13 again. 13, 12. Oops. Interestingly enough, when I sped it up, when I did it slowly, I used the middle finger for the ni no ito, 10. But then as I sped it up, I just switched to the ring finger, which technically would take more time than to have this here, because that's what I'm used to. Tart. All right, well that's that. So what have we learned? We've learned something about life. Okay. So in summary, this is what we should all do. Oh, okay. So what we've done so far, if you're watching this, of course, Chris, Calvin, Jazz, and anyone else who has their shamisen and is practicing this as well, I'd like to see you guys do this. And if you're on the Facebook, the Bachido group on Facebook, take a little video, and just has to be a few seconds or whatever you like, and do what we've just done here. You can do. It can be slow, it can be fast, anything. I think that'll kind of get the community spirit going, which is something I'm always down for. Yes, life, universe. Pursuit of licks. So, did I make myself clear? Hey, you've been using your shamisen, playing along, make a video, even if it's just hitting the camera on the Facebook app or whatever, and just saying, hey, I watched the Bachido live stream. Here's what we're learning or something. And post yours too. Challenge people. In a fun way, of course. Okay. So, these are some of the things you can do. Oh yeah, that is so confusing. Good. Thanks, Calvin. Oh man, that's next weekend already. Looking forward to seeing you then. Well, that's good stuff. Hey, any requests, songs or otherwise? I can play a little bit. Could you just run through the first two verses of Ayabushi? The time this SG. Me and Pedro need a solid reference. Okay, I'll show. Glad I have fibers. The ripple. Okay. Hey, folks! I'm going to show Ayabushi. Tsunaru Ayabushi, the first two verses. After this little intro. Spinner. Yay! Thank you all for coming. As always, I have my Patreon link in the description if you like these live things and want me to continue them week after week, which I'm really stoked about doing, and I'm planning to do so. But if you want to support that, any little contribution to the Patreon thing, I would love and really appreciate. So please keep that in mind, of course. Like Jazz and Calvin, great Patreon supporters. Love you guys. Kisses all around. Quick note about the schedule, where I'm finalizing a schedule for this. We're going to do, I believe, Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific time, California time, and Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I'll be releasing like the full kind of finalized schedule, whatever graphic or thing, on the Bachido Facebook group, the forum, and such. So hopefully we'll all know about that. Thank you again for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you all next time. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to write here, write in the whatever, write me personally. Right? I talked enough? I think so. Ice, the great, makes any drink disappointing at the end. Okay. Bye-bye. Thanks, Calvin.